Don't have a microphone. I do have a microphone. Let's see if the microphone works. Hello. Welcome back. Took a week off. Tuesday with Todd, last one of June. How are you doing today? For us, man, it's been busy. We had a good week last week, even though we're here. So thank you to each and every one of you who made a purchase while we were gone and took advantage of that special. We appreciate it. We do look like everything that was placed with correct artwork, because there was a lot of artwork that needed some adjustments on it. It's going to be shipped out by tomorrow. So we are working hard to get that in there and going for that. So appreciate the orders. Keep them coming in. How are you doing today? Hey, let me know where you're from. What's the weather like in your area? For us, I think it's like mid to low 80s here. I'm drinking some water. We're here in the Midwest. Here's the rundown of what we're going to do tonight while I wait for you amazing people to comment on that. We've got 2 shirts that we're going to press, DTF Transfers. One, because one of the questions that I got asked was, hey, have you tried anything else with it? And, I was like, well, what do you mean? They're like, multi-deck with it. Have you tried doing any rhinestones? Have you tried layering any vinyl? Have you tried anything else with it? And we did do some soft foam on it, but we did not. We have not done, any of the other stuff. So tonight, we're going to do rhinestones on DTF, and we're going to do brick on DTF. So we're waiting. We're waiting. I just seen as I was saying that, I saw a waiting thing come up. So we're going to try those. First attempt at that. I was going to cut vinyl or cut the stuff and show you all that, but I was a little stressed. So I had stuff going earlier, and I just kind of got set up for it. So it kind of took the edge off of it. So let's see how everybody's doing. What's up, Chuck? How are you doing, my friend? Renee, happy Tuesday to you as well. It was great seeing Renee this weekend. We're going to talk about last week and everything from skills and what I learned and how it is. But when we got back in on Saturday, Renee was kind enough when she was in Wisconsin, to pick me up some beer. And because you can only get in Wisconsin, and since her daughter goes to school in Wisconsin, it made a great present. So we were able to swing by, eat some dinner with her, and pick up our presents. And yay! So I got beer for that. Jose, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of that fun stuff. Free 78. Woo-wee! Feels wonderful. It does, right? We were talking about that last night because it was a Sunday night. It was a little chilly, and yesterday it was a little chilly. There's one fly in here. One fly. So I'm let the fly in, and I just noticed it, and I saw it on the screen. We were like, this was the spring that we needed. We were having 100 degrees days, and now it was in the mid 70s. It was gorgeous out. It's like on the golf cart, I needed to put a hoodie on to be able to do it. It was fantabulous. I wish we could keep that just for a little bit longer. It looks like maybe 2 or 3 days, and then we're going to get right back in the hot. 75. Wait. Ooh, whoa, that came out of nowhere. Excuse me. 75 and waiting for the rain to hit. Ooh, rain. It always sounds like fun. Your hat. Yes, this is the printable brick. I did make a new hat. You guys saw us print these out, and so we did this on a hat. So that is a printable brick. We haven't added to the website yet, but we will. But printable brick on there. So it adds that dimension to it. There's a couple other different things that I've been messing around with brick and some of that. So I can't wait to show you some of those things in there. Wendy, good afternoon to you. Eric, my friend, you survived the heat wave of the low 90s with overnights in the 70s. Sunny day, but turning into rain tonight. Currently 64 in lower BC. Heat wave of the 90s. I say that when it's like in the hundreds. 90s is right there. Kylene, hello. It was great seeing Kylene again because we haven't seen each other since Dax, right? So I guess it wasn't that long ago, but man, did we have fun down there in Atlanta. Jesse, hello to you as well. And Jesse, everybody appreciates it. Hello. All right, so let's start off. Last week we were at SkillsUSA competition, and I was a judge there this competition. Last year I was a judge as well, but it was virtually. So, it was a different experience for me. Last year I had to watch some videos of the kids presenting on it, and I thought I had an overall understanding of it went well enough. But there was multiple categories, multiple things on it that you're judging on each one of them. When we went down there, we had stations set up, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stations. Does that sound right? Because they had to do artwork, and then they had to print the artwork, and then they had to press a tile with that artwork. And then they pressed some compacts. They pressed some face masks, and then they pressed some hardboard phone stands. That was my location. And then they had an interview. So they had the interview. Oh, and then they had the quality control. So we'll go through what the SkillsUSA was. Going down there, it was a completely new experience to me. It was the first time we took the kids on a plane. So that was kind of sketch. I wasn't 100% sure about that, but hey, let's do it. Turned out great. No issues at all. Hudson was a little freaked out on the flight down there. But if anybody saw the pictures on the flight home, he was asleep before takeoff. He was out. He had a long day. He was out, and it was a good trip. It was a good flights. We drove. Is that a word? Drove. We drove up to Chicago because it was actually it was way cheaper to fly out of there than from our home airport, which we kind of figured, but sometimes we get lucky. So we get in on the Tuesday night, late the Tuesday night. We get into the hotel. This is the first time that we have decided to not rent a car when we're out and about. We're just going to rely on public transportation, and the ones that we were born with are feet. Fun fact, I did not wear shoes at all. Just flip-flop that bad boy. So our hotel was about half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile from the Georgia World Congress Center, which that place is ginormous. When we get in, there, we hadn't eaten anything, and it was like, okay, by the time we let's just Uber Eats. So I found Mr. Beast Burger, went ahead and ordered that up. It was wrong, but I was hungry, and it was worth doing. So, hey, it didn't turn out to be too bad. First day of show, get over there, walked over, because we were in downtown. We weren't too far from a lot of the places that we went to, so we didn't have to worry a whole lot about stuff. Coming down, that was the first time Corey's ever been on a train. Because when we got off the airport, we just took the MARTA in town, and we were just a couple blocks away. Then we realized that their directions were not the same directions that my directions were, and what should have been a 5-minute walk was actually a 20-minute walk. And I said, just Uber it. So we went ahead and Ubered it for that final leg. But Corey's never been on a train. So I'm looking at my Chicago friends, and I'm thinking, hey, we should make a day of it and get Corey on the train and just take her sightseeing. Who's down? Who's down with that? Getting up there to get Corey on a train, because she'd never been on one before. And I was like, for real? Like, never ever? And no, she'd never been on it. So I think that is something fun that we should do with our Chicago friends, and go up there and just do a tour of the city through the train. So back to the morning, we get in, and this place is ginormous. I think from where I walked in at to where I had to go get my badge was about a half a mile. And that's no exaggeration. This place is huge. It's my understanding that there was 20,000 kids that were in this competition. And this covers everything. SkillsUSA is an amazing thing. I didn't realize the vastness of it until we got down there. Because pretty much if there's anything that's on the workforce side of things, anything that's on the skills side of it, a trade, anything like that, there's a competition for it. And so they said that there was over 20,000 contestants from high school and college. In ours, we had 15 high schoolers and then 5 kids from college, and they're in two different two different brackets. So we give out first, second, third for each one of them. For us, the prizes included things like heat presses, printers, paper, training. They got a good prize bundle from us. Walking around, I didn't get the chance to do that till the second day, because First day, all day, I was manning my station, and they had hardboards they had to press. They had to do phone stands. And basically, how it works is here's a phone stand, and this is what the control looks like. So this is what yours should look like, so you get an idea. And they had a list of instructions they had to follow. So it was basically like an employee. Here's your list of things you need to do, right? Do. As long as you did it, right? As long as you went down and checked did everything in order and made sure it was right, you were going to get, a perfect score. I only gave out one perfect score, only one perfect score. A lot of them weren't checking temperature, weren't checking time, weren't checking pressure. They just assumed that because everybody else has done it there, that it was set where it needed to be. So I thought, I should, and I wasn't sure where to go with this. I thought, from now on, next year, I'm going to see, should I just adjust that in between so they have to do it? So it didn't, if it doesn't come out. So they were scoring on that. They were scored on each station, cumulative score, and then the winner got that prize pack. So it was pretty cool. Stalls did an amazing job helping out with the presses. David Chris from over at Condi, he donated, and he was actually the one doing the interviews. So he was there with it. We had Stephanie from Caesar was over there. Who might miss? Nick from IWS was over there. Sandy was a teacher from Tennessee who she actually had produced a winner 2 or 3 years ago. So she was a judge, and of course Aaron put all this on his shoulders, and he took over the event, and it was an amazing event. He did a great job at it, and Kylene was just kind of the catch-all of it. Everything, we went through her for it stuff. Hey, how do we need help with this? So she did an amazing job there. It was a really, really fun experience. On day 2, we did quality control, so we had 5 things sitting there, so pretty much anybody could judge that. We all agreed on here's the scoring of it. So the kids came in and did that. They rotated through everything, and then the winners were on Friday night. Now, for the rest of the stuff there, holy macaroni! They had the part of the food area, which they had pastries, and then they had cooking. It was legit like a cooking show. Like that's what it was. Like people, stadium arena set up. I'll watch them there. So really cool to watch that. I walked over, and they were in the automotive section. Harley was sponsoring motorcycle ones, and so they had to detail bikes, they had to fix bikes, they had to do a bunch of stuff on the bikes, right? Same thing, 2 age brackets. First place won a bagger, second place won a Softail, and third place won a Sportster. What? Like, you talk about some prizes. Woo! It's some pretty cool stuff. And then they had these pens. I'm not a traveler of places that trade pens, but apparently that's the thing. And these kids had a lot of pens that they were trading out. So it was fun to watch that. Our kids got some because they traded with other ones. It was an amazing thing. So Corey and the kids came over day 1. She got their badges, and because the kids get in for free, we realized, it was a paid admission thing. Okay, no problem. It was $100. It was $100 to get in admission for that. So I took Kylene's badge up to Corey while we registered her because I was not spending $100 for a 1-day pass for it. It wasn't doing to do that. So she came in, and she just couldn't get over how amazing the place was. It was just, there was so much going on, so much to see. It was, if you ever had a chance to get in there and see it or be a part of it, I highly recommend it. And I'm telling you, the future really looks bright with these kids. The things that they did, there was a few that scared the hell out of me, like defiantly scared the hell out of me. Like, you're sitting there watching it, and you kind of get in a groove of what they're going to do and how they're going to go through it. And so there was the last contestant of the day. They put their transfer, sublimation transfer, on the press and started to close it. And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? And they said they're preheating their transfer. What? What do you mean? Taking the moisture out? What? What are you talking about? Like, he's been sitting here all day. There's no need to do that. And she told me, well, I'm going to do it because that's what I'm told, and that's what I was taught. So at that point, I realized I could become a teacher because there's a lot of bad information out of there. And it was crazy to see that when they went to close it, and I'm like, oh, and they're like, no, I hover. Okay. And then he did it again. And I was just it very freaked me out because I'm like, oh, we're going to have transferring on the top of this to end the day. We did not, but it was a great time. It was a really really great time. Let me see. Have I missed anything in here? Let's see. Oh, weekend was all local heat warnings, not usual weather. I bet it's not up there. Not up there. It better than the devastating heat wave. 120s. Woo, yeah. And Jose's getting his hellos in there. Sandy, howdy to you. And Eric's getting his out there to everybody. And Renee's getting hers back. And Matt, howdy to you. So it was a really fun and exciting thing to be able to see. Thursday night. So that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, we went out to dinner. There was a group of us, not all of us judges, but most of us judges went out on a little pizza place. Line was horrendously long inside, so we sat outside to eat. Good times were had by all out there. There's nothing wrong with pizza, wings, beer. It was a good time there. So called a night there. Day two, like I said, they came in, and that was pretty much there's a couple little things that they had left to do, but then they had the interviews were the big part, and then pressing, and then the quality control. So that was a day that we could kind of explore a little bit more there. We were done by 3-4 o'clock, got everything broke down. And then we stuck around that night, and we were looking for a place to eat. We found a place to eat. They said no waiting, so perfect. We Ubered on over there, and we get there, and it was an hour and a half wait. So that's top notch. So then we walked down to the end of the block and go over, and there's a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville. I'm like, sure, why not? Let's go ahead and eat there. Try and go in there, and it's locked. And they said it's only for resort. They said, you staying at the resort? No, they're like, it's only for people staying at the resort. Okay. So then there was this little bar that was across the street. So we walked over there, the Park Bar, and this Euro Burger, top notch there. But this was, so we had a great dinner there. Across the street was the Olympic Park, which is pretty cool to see the rings. And Skills actually had a thing going on, and we didn't know that at the time. But they had a huge event going on there. There was music, food trucks, there's all kinds of stuff going on. It ended up being fireworks afterwards too, but you needed your badges to get in. Corey didn't have her badge, and we didn't bring the other ones with it, so we were able to mosey around on the outside and have a good time with that. And then Friday everything wrapped up, and so we did a little exploring. We went to the aquarium, the aquarium there in Atlanta, pretty legit. We had a great time there. Dolphin show, kids had a blast of a time. I always check out. You have to go through the souvenir, the gift shop to get out, because that's the way to do it. And so the kids were going to get stuff, and then I realized that the wait in line to check out was about a half hour, 45 minutes. And we're like, yeah, that's not happening. We're not doing that. So we got out of there, and then we headed over to the World of Coke, which that was a very fascinating place. If you ever go down to Atlanta, highly recommend that. Just the history of it, seeing all the different display items. One of the things that I got a real big kick out of was, remember when New Coke came out? They had a whole display to that and everything that went along with it. Project Kansas is what it's called. So it's pretty cool to remember that and then read about it, and then to see all the different memorabilia. There's a bunch of interactive parts to it too, so the kids had a ball with it. And then the crowning part to that is, at the end of it, is the Cokes from around the world. So there's, I don't know, 150. They had like the Coke machines, the whatever, the Magic Mysteries, you can pick out your own stuff. We see a lot of those. But they had like 6 different available stations that had different Coke from around the world, or different flavors of what they have. And so what I'm asking you, if you are in Romania, I would really love if you could send me some Sprite, because it's a cucumber Sprite. It was fantastic. Cucumber Sprite. I was really happy about that, really excited about that. So I started Googling and I couldn't find it anywhere. It looks like overseas I might be able to get it, but cucumber Sprite was amazing there. So finished off the day there, and then we rounded up, because our first order at Mr. Beast Burger was a bad experience. They actually sent us some coupons and discount codes, and we're like, we're never going to be here again. Well, by the time Friday night rolled around, we're like, yeah, let's just go ahead and order that again. So we did that, ordered it, meal was perfect that time. And then Saturday was fly back. And then, hey, now we're back here in this. So, 20 minutes in, we had a great experience. We had a great experience down there. I would definitely say, if you are If you're down the Atlanta area, make sure to check out World of Coke. That was a great time in the aquarium. So that was some fun times over there. Now, what did I talk about? What was I miss? So we had the DTF special while we were gone. You guys killed that, so thank you very much for that. Upcoming, we do have another DTF bundle drop that's going to be this Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we've got that. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag yet. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning when there. Things we're going to use tonight are DTF transfers provided by us. Hey. We've got rhinestones provided by the Rhinestone World, and we've got brick supplied by Caesar. So those are the products that we're going to use tonight. And we're going to show you a little multi-decoration. Now, these are the first times that I'm doing this, so hey, you know how that goes when we do that. So I'm going to bring up the other camera. We're going to get over there, and we're going to talk a little, and I should be able to add that to the stream. And then I should be able to not do that button. I should be able to make this guy all by himself, and then you should still be able to hear me. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you cannot hear me, let me know in the comments, so that way I can change the stuff. But we're going to get over here, we're going to press this, and we're going to drive. We're going to give our hand at pressing some DTF transfers on a shirt, along with some other things. So here we got your basic, what is this one? Your 50/50 Port and Company shirt. Everything still sounds good. Okay. So we're going to do transfer. I guess I need to make sure that this is set right. Yeah. Let's make sure this is all set right. Because we need to make sure it's set right. If not, we're going to have issues. So 15, there we go. 15, right? Cool. All right. So here we go. We're going to put our transfer on there. We're going to line it up. It looks good right about there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good enough for me. So here's the thing I like about this, right? So this design here, we are going to, let me find the piece. Let me find the piece that goes to this, because there it is. The thing I like about this is, one, the dimension on when you use brick is cool. We talked about that. But what we're going to do is we're going to use and put a red line in here. Now, the great thing about this is you could order a bunch of these, and then just swap out the stripe. So whether it's a red stripe, blue stripe, green stripe, yellow stripe, or other stripe you want to use, you could change that and use that. So using one transfer and then just cutting a lot less on the other ones. So let's see what we got here. We're going to go ahead and press this. That looks good enough for me. We'll see how that presses. Ooh, that didn't sound good. That didn't sound good at all. I don't know what happened there. We're going to see. I think that I might have jacked something up. But anyway, 15 seconds, 325. Let's see what happens when we pull this off. Oh, yeah, it turned out fine. All right. Remember, these are a cold peel. So you want to take some of the heat out of it. That's the easy way to do it. The dogs are going crazy. I don't know why the dogs are going crazy. So we're going to take some of that out of it. And then we're gonna peel. We should be good. There we go. Okay, we've got that part in here. Now this is where it gets fun at, because we're able to take the brick and we can line this up and put it wherever we want, or do whatever we want with it. Now, the thing is, like I said, you can change this up: red, blue, green, yellow, whatever you want to do. You're able to do it like this. So we're going to cover sheet, because we're going to try this. We're going to press this. That should go, 10, 12 seconds is what that's going to go. And then that is a cold peel as well. So I'm going to pop this up here, get this off of here. We're going to try and get this cold, and then we'll do a finish press on it, because I don't want that line there with it. I want it all over. So we're going to see, there it is. That'll pull off just like that. Now we'll go ahead and we'll hit it Well, hit it final time with this, and then you'll be able to see the dimension that we get when we use the brick. And so just, that multi-deck, that multi-decoration, that multi-method with it there. So we should be good here. There it is. Pull it up, and la-di-da, ta-da, ta-da. There it is. And so let's see if I can, whoopsie. Yeah. So that was awesome. I just switched back. What the hell happened? Interesting. Let's see what happened. Share extra camera. Not sure what happened. Interesting. Well, let's see what we can figure out with this over here. Damn it, all the hell. Where did it go? Something happened with the camera. Something happened with the camera. Something happened with the camera. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can fix this and see what we can do. Because I'm gonna try again. All right, look, there's that. Woohoo! There's that. Yay! You got to see me press that. Just what you wanted to do. So we pressed it. We peeled it. There it is. You didn't get to see it, but hey, that's the glory of live and not being able to see. But you can see right there. There's the dimensional of the brick. So there's the dimension of the brick. You can see. Let's see if I can. It'll probably be easier to see over another screen, but I'm telling you, there's some dimension on it. And it just adds a whole different thing because you can't even feel the DTF transfer, but you can really feel that. So it just adds something cool, something fun to it. Like I said, the great thing is you could do this as your design and then swap these in and out. So you could just have your brick, change out the colors. You can do it with HTV, you can do whatever. I'm kind of a brick fan right now. So the dogs are going crazy. I don't know why. They're probably tearing stuff up, but hey, it happens when we're all by ourselves, right? So here we go. We're going to try another one. I'm going to make sure the camera is on. Camera's on. We can see. All right, camera's on. We can see. So we're going to try another transfer. Let's see what we get. Make sure everything's there. Yep, I can still see it. So here's this guy right here. Now this design came from the Rhinestone World. So shout out to them over there. I don't know what the hell that was on there. But we've got this on here. So we're going to go ahead and press this. And we're going to make sure nothing happens there. All right, cool. We still got a screen. We still got everything there. 325, 15 seconds on this first one. It is going to be a cold peel. And this one, we're going to give it a go with rhinestones and see what happens with this, right? So there we go. Now we need to make sure that we cool it down. So we're going to cool it down here, cool it down, cool it down, cool it down, like Cool in the Gang. Only cool it down. Man, some of you kids probably don't even know what Cool in the Gang is. Just realize that. Probably could have dated myself on that, right? So we'll pull here, everything should stay. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. All right, so that peeled off from there. Now, we're going to see what we can do with the rhinestones because, you know me, rhinestones used to scare the hell out of me, like legit. Rhinestones, I was so scared of them. And then little Lisa Potts called me out one day and said, "You're going to do them." I said, "No, I'm not. I'm scared." And she said, "Too bad, sucker. You're going to do them." So we're going to see if we can line this up pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. This is the thing that always drives me crazy, especially in the outline. It's just making sure that everything is right where it needs to be, because if not, you'll end up with some wonkiness. Nobody wants wonkiness. Okay, so there we go. Cool. Let's press and see what happens. Let's press and see what happens. All it's going to do is not turn out, right? I have a feeling it'll be just fine, but we've got more of a stick on this one. So We're going to let that cool. Let's see, because we've got that adhesive on there, and I don't want it to pull it up. So we're going to see. We're going to see if it starts to try and peel it up or anything. Yep, it started peeling it up. So we're going to cool it down. See if that helps with it. Cool it down. Cool it down. Cool it down. We're going to see if that changes it at all. That changes it at all. We're going to put it up. Oop, still hot. Still hot. Still hot. So I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to shake her. Shake it. Shaking it like a Polaroid picture. Probably kids don't understand that one either. We'll see what happens with this. I probably, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe should have just tacked it down and see what happened with that, because this looks like it's going to try and peel it up. All right, there it is. This side, not so much. Not so bad. Not so bad. It looks like it's trying to pull up a little in some spots, but I think if we get it another press, because that still feels hot in my hand when I did that. So I'm going to give it another press with the cover sheet. Set everything, because I can see where it started to come up in some of these little spots. See, like right there, and right there. So we're going to press it, and then we're going to see what we got. We're going to press it. And this one only needs 10 seconds, because that's like that. Whatever. We're going to see. And we should be good to go on this. Should be is the key word. There we go. Pull it off. Ooh. And everything is on there. So there it is. Can you DTF with rhinestones? Absolutely you can. I guess my arm's in the way so you can't see so much. So I'm going to pull this over and we'll go back over to the other camera. I'll grab the microphone. Then we'll be able to show them off in a little discussion, shall we? So we are going to switch cameras, because I'm going to switch cameras back here. And then we should still be able to go there. Hey, look, there we are. There we are. All right, cool. All right, good job. Yeah, where is right? Nice shot of the, we lost the camera, but we had sound, so that was a plus. You get to get a shot of the desk. Yeah, whatever. Camera just switched back. I don't know why I did that. Kristen, they're right here now. They're right here now. So we'll show it all through there, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just one of those things. It was use your imagination, the power of imagination. It is a very pretty shirt. Thank you. I do need Matt set up. My thing is until I build the dedicated space like Matt has for that, it just is not conducive to the layout, because I would trip over a camera all the time. And usually Corey is here, and but she was out running errands. See, she just pulled up, so that's why it was. Rhinestud, that's an inside joke there, Eric. If you notice, they never really do anything with Rhinestuds. And I'm like, why are you selling them if you're not going to do anything with it? Come on. Thanks, Jesse. So let's show how it is, all right? All right. Okay, so here's what we got. You can kind of see, let's see how close I can get it there. You can see the dimension of it. So you can see flat, and then right there. Oof. And that to me is just something different. It adds a little something to it, right? Let me get the tag out of the way. So it adds a little something to it. You definitely that texture to it. It's just another add-on, another way to look cool. And I'm legit love that shirt. I love how that came out. I wasn't too sure how it was going to come out. So now I'm excited that I know that. This one I'm really excited about too, because I'm going to see if we can get a little better lighting here. Let me change that. There. Oh, yeah, there. There we go. I just need to get that sun in there. There, you can see the vacation. There it is. Ooh, look at that blingy, bling. So see, you can do your images, whatever you want, and then you can send them to us. We could print them out, and then you can just take care of the rhinestone part of it. Rhinestone part of it. So you can take care of that. So you can do anything that you want to, if you wanted full color school logos, whatever on it, and then just wanted to come back and do that. That's the way to do it. So for me, something like this, you could offer that same design for men, because they'd be fine with that. And then for the women, you could add on this blingies. Now, if you're like me, you don't care, you'd wear it anyway. But overall, I'm pretty excited how that was able to work out on there. So let's see. Let's see what we got there. Kristen, awesome. It's been so long since I've been able to be here. I was wondering if it was a new setup. I didn't understand. Nope. Same setup. You know how it is here. Like, a lot of these people have, let's see. Yeah, it's stuck in there. That's a good press. That's a good press. It's stuck in there. That's Corey can wash this one out. But there, that's stuck in there. If anybody's been here for any amount of time, hey, if something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong when you're doing it live, right? And for me, I don't know why I'm so scared to produce videos. Okay? I can stumble my way through this, find my words, do everything there, but when I have a script in front of me, I need to push it. It's like 37 takes. Live, I just roll with it. And that's, I think, the best part of Tuesday with Todd is that things don't always turn out as planned, but we do our best to do it. And you can see, coloring on this. Gradients are fine. We've got the gradient from the back of the bus to the front of the bus. So that was cool there. Overall, I'm really excited with it. Maybe I should have won a darker shirt, but that's on me. That's on me. For the most part, cool. So there's super versatile when it comes to DTF transfers, and especially with us, because there are no minimums, no size requirements. So whether you want to order one left chest logo or you want to order 1,000 full backs, we can help you out with that. Things like this is where it'll really come in handy at when you're able to take parts of designs and then get sub out part of the design, make doing ones like the flag, and then you can customize by adding your own one there. So you'll spend less because you'll take care of all of that, and then you'll just have to worry about that part in here. Something like this, where you're able to take the same design and you can do it two different ways by offering it with sparkle or without sparkle. That's a pretty cool concept on itself there. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty excited with it. Coming up, we've got Crafting to Cash. Crafting to Cash is supposed to launch Saturday. Right now, everything will just go right over to our YouTube channel for Crafting to Cash. It's fallen a little far behind. The last week kind of threw things out of whack for it, but that is you're gonna see that sooner than later. So that's still on the agenda for it there. If you got Graphics Pro magazine, we had a featured article on that. I just got the link for it, so I haven't got to see which version of it was printed because we had a couple of them floating around. So it'll be interesting to see which one was actually printed in there. So that's coming out once I have the link to it. I'll make sure to put it down so everybody can go and check that out. Next week, well, not next week, but soon, we will be getting back into sublimation. Somebody asked, there's something else, and I got a list of it, and I thought I had it right here, but I don't. But Crafting the Cash, my goal was to have 50 standalone videos put out by the end of the year. We are 6 months through, and I have 0. So that means the back half of the year is going to be slammed with video content on that. Now, shorts, I've killed it. Lives, I've killed it. This, I've not killed it. So I need to step up my game on that because I said I was going to, and I'm going to. For DTF transfers, we'll get all of the information in here. You can find all those over at fatdadwholesale.com. So we're able to help you out on that. Don't forget as well, when we're talking sublimation, if you use the code 9PHW2 over at JP Plus, you're going to save an additional 10%. As far as what do we have upcoming, tomorrow I do believe we're going to try for Q&A with TNA. Tomorrow morning, well, I'll know for sure during Morning Mindset, which you can find both of those at fatdadlive.com or liveosg.com. If we don't have anything else, we're going to get out of here because, like I said, we got work to do. We're going to cut this show early and get out of here. Let's see. I think Aaron had something on it on Facebook yesterday. Which part? I don't know. Patrick, hey. Yeah, the DigiBrick, man, right here. Right there. The DigiBrick is up here. And then the brick is right there. So what we did, if you missed it, Patrick, is we have DTF, right? DTF is on all of this. I guess it's on this side. All this. And then we were able to take the line. We made that out of brick. So we can interchange these with red, blue, green colors that are over there for it. But there it is. You can see that dimension with it right about there. And I love the feel of that. Man, I love the feel of that. And looks like you had a great time down at the MADE conference. I saw some information about you being down there. I heard you had a very inspirational story, Patrick. I'm going to have to hear this sometime because the sounds of it was pretty enlightening. So good job there. What is DigiBrick? So Caesar released DigiBrick. This is DigiBrick. This is a white roll-to-roll product. So it's on a roll. You run it through either EcoSolvent printer or a latex printer. Correct, Patrick? Latex is fine. But I know EcoSolvent. And then you can cut and you can print on it and you can cut it and go. So we will be adding this to our lineup for our transfers that we're able to do. So far, it's wore great. We've had it on a couple shirts and they've been washing, so everything is washing. Feel good with it. How does the DigiBrick feel on the head? It's soft through there. It feels like brick, but you can. Let's see if I can get it in here. You can feel that there's something on it. So it looks like a patch. So that's what I can say it to. It looks like a patch on it. So pretty cool thing right there. Ooh, there you go, Patrick. What's the best way to contact you? And they'll get it over to you. So Patrick, look at that. I'll show it up on the screen. If you didn't know, Patrick's from Caesar. So hey, shout out to Caesar. Hey, Caesar. Ooh, Caesar helped with this. So cool, Patrick, he'll be able to help you. So we do have some other projects that are coming up that I know that we talked about doing that we're kind of been back and forth, but there's some focused things that I really need to take care of. We've got a lot of stuff going on, and in general, we all need to be pushing a little bit harder because, hey, we're halfway through the year. Are you halfway to your goal of where you need to be? There it is. Patrick's email. Patrick. That was weird. Not like a sneeze was going to come on. No one is going to. It just didn't. So there's email. Just go ahead and email Patrick. Caesar takes care of you guys. I'm telling you, Caesar is a great company, and I've had a great experience with them. Here's the thing: is it's not for everyone because some people, hey, it's like Bud Light, no Light, right? Some people just don't like it. Whatever. You're a wrong person. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'll say you're wrong. Just don't quote me on that, right? No, whatever. I love Caesar stuff. I love any of the vinyls because we use Caesar, Thermoflex, the StarCraft. There's different types for different things. Some colors are available with certain brands, so you do have to look out there. We've been, we're our big Caesar user. Do a lot of. We're doing a lot of cut vinyl. Probably was about 90% of our vinyl was Caesar, so we've always had great luck with it, with the washability, the holding up, with the colors, with the press, everything with it. Just remember, you don't need to smash the hell out of it because that's just not how it works there. All right. You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning Mindset, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be back here with another episode next Tuesday night. I'm not sure of what it'll be yet, but I will release that soon. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you.